Monday, then today is Monday. 4 days gap. Sometime the circumstances are unavoidable. You can't help it. Chalo, come to the point. I hope you are all fine. All be cautious. Take every step to avoid corona. May God bless you with lot of happiness. All right. So I was with you. Why did the Soviet Union disintegrated? Why did the Soviet Union disintegrated? Soviet Union disintegrated क्यों हुआ था? Right. The first is, and I gave you many points, but some of the main points are, again, I repeat you because, and I want to recapture those things what I have done with you. First, one of the most aspect is that the rise of nationalism. I told you this one. Then the desire for sovereignty, the second point, desire for sovereignty. Third one, within various republics, including Russia and the Baltic Republic, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Ukraine, Georgia, and other proved to be the final and most immediate cause for the disintegration. These all countries want to be republic. Right, here it is. These all countries want to be republic, and they want to be sovereign. They want that no one should control their internal and external power. Internal and external power. They don't want that anyone should control them. So they want sovereign, right? And one of the one view is that nationalist urges and feelings were very much at work throughout the history of Soviet Union, and the whether or not the reforms had occurred, there would have been an internal struggle with the Soviet Union. Internal struggle in between there in Soviet Union also. Lot of I told you that 15 countries were independent, 15 new republics were independent. So it was within the country, within this Soviet Union, Soviet Sangh, lot of other people wants to be republic. They want that their country should be separate. They want to be independent. Their country should be sovereign. They should be the local people should control their own country. No one should. And there was a language problem also. So these all things that they were responsible for the disintegration of the Soviet Union. One views that nationalists I told you, and and next is Gorbachev problem. Next here is a Gorbachev. Yeah, the Soviet Union and its growing internal problems. Other thing that Gorbachev reforms, I told you that he was very quick, and somebody says someone. I'm not recapitulating the aspect which I have done earlier. That someone says that he is very fast, and someone says that some group of them says that he is very slow, and there was coup coup in between the Soviet Union also. Now I want timeline, right? I want to give you timeline which I gave you on 29th of 29th here it is timeline 29th of April. I gave you first part is first it's very time to time what happened, what was the causes in the disintegration of Soviet Union. I'm sorry. Timeline of disintegration of the Soviet Union. In 1985, Mikhail Gorbachev elected as the general secretary. Right? In when 1985, Mikhail Gorbachev elected as the general secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union, appoints Boris Yeltsin as the head of the Communist Party in Moscow, initiates a series of reforms in Soviet Union. You cannot believe that they were stagnated rules and regulations. they can't think the reforms in the coming future. Whatever Lenin has given them, they were facing the same causes. They were facing the same rule and regulation. No changes were there. Change is, I told you many times, the change is permanent. If the change is not there, then your life is also very stagnant. So now there was initiative about some type of changes. Series of reforms were also there. It happened in 1985 March. You know, After a long gap, then some changes are there. There should be some type of chaos in the atmosphere. बहुत दिनों के बाद changes हो ना, तो वहाँ पे उथल पुथल होती है, chaos होता है. तो 1985 में यही हुआ. Next is 1988. Independence movement begins in Lithuania, later spreads to Estonia and Latvia. These were the countries under the Soviet Union. And I told you many times that 15 new countries were part, they born from Soviet Union itself. So तीन अलग countries में से भी, they were songs of independence. लोग आजादी के गीत गाने लगे because they want to be independent. And those states were Lithuania, Estonia, and Latvia. It was 1985, then 1988, I told you. Then 1989, October, Soviet Union declares that Warsaw Pact members are free to decide their own futures. Berlin Wall falls in November. Now, there are three steps in this sentence, in this aspect. Suppose first is Warsaw Pact, number one. Number two, members are free to decide. And number three, Berlin Wall. 3 points are there. Again, number one, Soviet declare the Warsaw Pact. Number two, Warsaw Pact members decide their own future. And number three, Berlin Wall. Now, one by one. Warsaw Pact में क्या था? Warsaw Pact was a pact in parallel with CETO, CENTO, NATO, CETO, CENTO, which were initiated by US, United States of America. Now what happened? To counter NATO, they and other Western military pact, they started one major pact, that is Warsaw Pact. अब सोवियत नंबर वन. नंबर टू, सोवियत यूनियन ने अपने Warsaw Pact countries को, they told their own countries which had signed the Warsaw Pact, they told them that now you can think about your future. If you want to if you want to separate, you can be separate. So if you want to separate from Warsaw Pact also, you can do that also. It was a tremendous independence for them. Nobody was pressurizing them to be in Warsaw Pact. It depends on them. They want to be with Warsaw Pact or they want to be aloof. They want to alienated from the Warsaw Pact. So, and Berlin Walls. Berlin Wall means East Germany, West Germany. In between there was a human-made wall. That was Berlin Wall. A huge wall which separated eastern part USSR to the western part USA. We call it East Germany and West Germany. East Germany with USSR, West Germany with US. Now Berlin Wall was dismantled, destroyed by the human being. East Berlin Wall was gone. East Germany united with West Germany. We call it unification of Germany. Unification of Germany. When it happened in 1989 October. Berlin Wall fell. When? In November. Right. So ईस्ट जर्मनी खत्म हो गया और वेस्ट जर्मनी के साथ मिल गया. नाउ वी से यूनिफाइड जर्मनी. 1990 February, Gorbachev strips the Soviet Communist Party of its 72-year-long monopoly on par by calling the Soviet parliament Duma to permit multi-party political system. Very important. 1990, very important part. Now, what is compared to, so that I can compare with you, and comparison is always very keeps you clean with lot of ideas. You know what happened? The thing is that after the Berlin Wall, this Gorbachev said the Communist Party was banned. No Communist Party. So it was 72 years long, very powerful Communist Party. He banned the Communist Party. Number one. Number two, Parliament is called Duma. He said that there should be multi-party system. Multi-party system. Multi-party system means multi-party. Multi-party system means Communist Party was gone, as India is having multi-party system. Now USSR or Russia, as anyone thing, any country that is going to be republic, there will be elections. Parliament was gone. Parliament was safe to. They said, Gorbachev said that there is from today onwards multi-party system in India. You cannot in USSR, and you cannot think except the Communist Party. You cannot think. People could be different. People could be from many other same party, but they can fight the election. They can have the election, but party is the same. Multi-party system this was not there, but now it has been introduced multi-party system. Okay, where in USSR now 1990. In 1990 is very important. This time this USSR was disintegrated. In 1990, Russian parliament declares its independence from Soviet Union. Russia it's a country. It said now we will not be with Soviet Union. We are separate country. Now Russia is very important. Russia is a member of UNO also, Security Council also, permanent member also, nuclear power also, and its counterpart is USA. Vladimir Putin, president of Vladimir, that's Russia, right? Now, now next is, I told you Duma was gone, and 1990 Russian Parliament independence. Russian Parliament said it will want to get independence. And down again, same Lithuania also. Lithuania becomes the first of the 15 Soviet republics to declare its independence. It means Lithuania, Russia, they became independent. Estonia and like the 15 new republics were there. They said we don't want to be with USSR. We will be the separate country, separate parliament, right? No multi-party system like all these. In 1991, yeah, June, when June, Boris Yeltsin, no longer in the Communist Party, become the president of Russia. He- Can you imagine a person is not from the Communist Party, but he became the president of USSR? You cannot think so. So Boris is Russia, USSR was disintegrated. Now Russia was there. So Boris Yeltsin, he aloof himself from the Communist Party, and becomes he was not no longer the party member of Communist Party, and he became the president of Russia. His name was Boris Yeltsin. In 1991 August, बंद हो गया बंद हो गया There were some disturbances. There were some disturbances. Sorry for this. Okay. In 1990, Russian Parliament declares independence from the Soviet Union, and 1991, Yeltsin, no longer the Communist Party member, became the president of Russia. 1991 August, the Communist Party hardliners staged an abortive coup against Gorbachev. Now there was a coup against Gorbachev. When? 1991 August. Hardliners. Who is hardliner, softliner? Now decide, let me tell you. Hardliners want that Russia should behave as earlier it was behaving. पुराने जमाने की कहते थे कि वो वैसे ही चलना चाहिए. Hard Communist Party, no fundamental rights, nothing else. Local, common people should have no fundamental rights because it suits them. This type of government suits them because they were minting money. They become corrupt now. All hardliners become corrupt. They want that if the hardliners are gone, then their income will be off. So in 1991 August, the Communist Party hardliners staged an abortive coup against Gorbachev. In 1991 September, three Baltic republics, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, right? Here it is. Three Baltic regions, Lithuania, three Baltic republics, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania becomes UN member, United Nations member. Later, later joined NATO. They left Warsaw and later they joined NATO. Who won? That is, Communist Party member hardliners, and these members, Estonia joined NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, that is western part, Latvia also, and Lithuania also. They joined NATO. It cannot be, in during, it was a dream. It cannot happen, but it happened. That's why, Soviet Union was disintegrated. And 1991 December, Russia, Belarus, Ukraine, all these member Commonwealth independent nation, CIS, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Moldova, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, these all become CIS member. In 1991 December, Gorbachev resigns as the president of Soviet Union, and the end of Soviet Union, the end of Soviet Union. 1991 में Soviet Union का end हो गया. The main problem was 1990 24, 1870 Lenin, and in 1800 plus 1900 Soviet Union, Vladimir 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 Lenin. He was the leader of Communist Party, and he started Soviet Union. And Boris Yeltsin and Mikhail Gorbachev, they were the leader at the end of the Soviet Union. So in 1991, December 25th, Gorbachev resigns as the president of the Soviet Union. So this was a timeline. So now come to the consequences of disintegration. Consequences. Causes we have done. Now we have got the consequence of disintegration. The collapse of Second World War, word of the Soviet Union. The collapse of the Second World of the Soviet Union and the socialist system in the Eastern Europe had profound consequences for world politics. Let us note here three broad kinds of ensuring challenges that result from it. Each of these had a number of effects that we cannot list here. First of all, it meant the end of Cold War. Obviously, I told you earlier also, when Second World War was end, it was starting of Cold War. When after the disintegration of Soviet Union, it was the end of the Cold War system. Right, Cold War. Soviet system was gone, Cold War was gone, Soviet Union was gone, 15 new republics were there. Then the ideological dispute over whether the socialist system would beat the capitalist system was not an issue anymore, since this dispute had engaged the military of the two blocs, had triggered a massive arms race, and the accumulation of a nuclear weapon had led to the existence of military blocs here, military blocs. The end of the confrontation demanded the end to the arms race and the possible new space. Now, subs- the first of most important point, the arms race between the Soviet Union and US, United States of America, came to an end. Soviet Union and United States of America came to an end because USSR was gone. Now, now listen to me carefully. And what was the name of the chapter? The end of the bipolarity system. End of the bipolarity system means वो जो bipolar था ना Russia, USSR and America. USSR was gone, and now it's a unipolar system. Now America is the only one country which is controlling the whole of world. No, I can't say that Russia don't wants to control. Russia also wants to be important as US is. And Russia is very important. But that importance, the importance of earlier importance, if you compare with the earlier importance and now importance, there's a lot of difference between Russia and USSR. Right? So ideologically, Russia is weak now. If you compare to economic condition of USA, Russia is weak now. Second, power relations in world politics change, and therefore the relative influence of ideas and institutions also changed. Power relations between two countries were changed. Now, Cold War were ended. Number one, arm race ended. Number two, who is the main power? This type of race is ended. So what happened? Now second power relation in world politics changed, and therefore relative influence of ideas and institution also changed. Everything changed now. Yeah, it is. The world scenario changed, geopolitics changed, economic system changed, political system of two countries changed, arms, race, and ammunition, who want to be the superpower, that idea has also been changed. The end of Cold War left open only two possibilities. Mind it, the end of the Cold War left open only two possibilities. Either the remaining superpower would dominate the create an unipolar system. यूनिपोलर अभी मैंने आपको बताया था एक जगह पे one power is controlling the whole scenario. Unipolar system, or different countries or groups of countries could become important players in the international system, thereby bringing a multipolar system where no power could dominate. या तो आपको यूनिपोलर सिस्टम में बिलीव करना होगा, and next is you have to depend on the multi-power system where no country is very powerful. Still also Russia is very powerful, but you cannot say is the only powerful country and it's creating the balance between America. Oh, yes, obviously some type of balance is there, but the position of USSR during it was when it was not divided, when no, it was not disintegrated. No, it's not like that. Okay, as it turned out, the US became the sole superpower. Now you are coming to the part that now US is the sole superpower. Sole superpower, and international people, they sole here it is, here it is. Sole superpower, and it turned out US becomes sole superpower, and back to the power prestige of the US, the capitalist economy. Now capitalist economy was widened. The effect of capitalist economy was widened. Against socialist economy was there, or you can say communist economy was there. Now only one economy is there. Now that is called capitalist economy. Right. And it was dominating the economic system, dominating the economic system throughout the world. And dominant economic system internationally, institutions like the World Bank and International Monetary Fund became powerful advisors to all these countries since they gave loans for their transition to the capitalism. Now, two monetary fund. One is Monetary Fund, International Monetary Fund, and World Bank. International Monetary Fund, IMF, International Monetary Fund, and WB, World Bank, they become very powerful. They were releasing money to the newly independent countries from USSR. And they want that those countries should, many of them, they 3 or 4 countries, they join NATO also. And World Bank and International Monetary Fund knew that they need money. So they were releasing money to them so that they can accept the power of capitalism. The power of capitalism. So the advisor to all these countries, since they gave loans and they gave loans to them so that they can know the power of capitalism, transition to power of capitalism politically, the notion of liberal democracy emerged as the best way of organized political life. And what is the best way of organized political life? That is liberal democracy. Earlier it was a socialism in Russia, sorry, USSR. Now democratic system was coming into these parts of the Eastern Europe. Democracy coming into the Eastern, and it was a dream earlier. They think democracy is a crime. Democracy तो USSR और Eastern Europe में, Eastern part में, Eastern bloc में, it could not be possible. Was a dream. People don't have any type of power. Their fundamental rights were not there, and it was a dream for them. Today we were going to end over here only. Next part. Till then, take care and have a nice time. Thank you. I will give you homework after 10 or 15 minutes. Don't waste your time. Think about your book. Think about the lessons and discuss within yourself also. Discussion is very much important because here we cannot discuss, but discussion is very important. Write down the points, note down the points and write down it, right? And learn it. Don't cram the answers, learn the answers. Thank you. Have a safe and safe day.